Hey, what's up guys, Paulo Munoz here. This is just a quick video to invite you to participate in the 3D Character Contest 2024 from Reallusion. The contest looks amazing and you can participate in 3 different categories: character design, character animation, and accurate. I'm going to talk about it in just a second. The contest has already started, but you have plenty of time to participate because the deadline is on the 1st of September this year. The cool thing is that you can use any third-party application or tool along with Character Creator 4 or iClone, and that allows you to work with something like ZBrush, for example, if you want to detail your concepts and your characters in there. You can also use Substance 3D Painter to create the textures and bring them into CC4, all of that good stuff. I'm going to leave some links in here in case you want to check out some of my previous tutorial series about how to set up a character in CC4 using Accurate as well as the facial expressions. So overall, this is an amazing opportunity for you to showcase your skills, and there's some amazing prizes from the sponsors for the first, second, and third places in all 3 categories. All right, so those are just the basics, but let's go ahead and dive a little bit deeper into the contest. So for the submission types, you can design a character that is either realistic or stylized. Fortunately, with CC4, you can easily achieve both. In fact, one of my favorite tools inside CC4 is the ability to change the proportions on the fly really easy, and that basically changes the way that you read the character. So it could be a very realistic human, but just with a couple of pushes here and there, you can completely change the proportions and therefore making it more stylized. You can also use Character Creator 4 in combination with iClone to create stylized or realistic animation. And like I mentioned, once you have everything set up in CC4, you will be able to use third-party applications like ZBrush or Substance Painter for the textures. Now let's talk about the third category, which is the accurate characters. This one is basically a way to participate with a character that you create outside of CC4. So you don't necessarily need to use the topology or the character that comes with Character Creator 4. You can create your own. And the cool thing is that you can take whatever concept you want, bring it into CC4, and use the Accurate tool to bring it to life in just a few clicks. Now, the next thing that I want to recommend is to check out the resource pages from the Reallusion contest, because right now you can go ahead and download a bunch of free resources that are really helpful. So for example, Reallusion is offering a 30-day trial license for Character Creator 4 and for iClone. There are also a bunch of free plugins that you can download, which basically help you speed up the process to connect other apps like ZBrush, Unreal Engine, Unity, Blender, and that sort of stuff. Now, there's another cool hidden gem in here, and that is that you can apply for a free 3-month license for the CC4 and iClone applications and a bunch of other premium plugins like Headshot. All you need to do is fill in a form on the contest page and showcase your portfolio. In terms of the submission process, you can read all about it in the rules and regulations page of the contest, but I'll link to all of those things in the description of this video. Now, since I'm also a judge for this contest, I thought I'll give you a quick rundown of the type of things that I'm looking for when selecting the winners for the contest. So there are 4 very important things for this contest to keep in mind. The first one is sharing your progress. The second one is obviously the actual design of your character. The third one is the peripherals or the accessories of your design. So if your character has a sword or a helmet, that sort of thing, I'm going to be looking for the cohesiveness of the design to make sure that everything feels part of the same. And the fourth part is the video render or the animation display. Obviously, depending on the category, some of the criteria will have more influence. So for instance, if your submission is for character design, you're expected to simply upload a turntable of your final hero pose. So for this type of entries, the video render or animation is about 10% compared to something like the animation entry, which is about 40% as it is the focus of the category. I personally will be looking for the functionality of the design and the accessories, as well as how cohesive the entire design is. So my advice is to treat your character as a composition. That means that you pay special attention to how the silhouette reads, the proportions, the primary and secondary shapes, the balance between the details and the areas of rest, the color palette, all of those things. But of course, make sure that you have fun while you're doing it. And by the way, one of the requirements is to share your work in progress, right? So you can do all of this by creating a thread in the Reallusion forum and share your work in progress in there. Or if you prefer, you can also showcase your progress in the ArtStation website. Alternatively, you can also join my Discord server in case you haven't, and we have a dedicated channel for your work in progress called the 3D Character Contest 2024 in the Art Contest section. And one last thing to remember is that you need to be a Reallusion registered member, which again is free to join, so that you can submit your final images. That's about it. Looking forward to see what you come up with, and I'll see you in the contest. Cheers!